Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So today in this video we're taking a look at this aquarium filter, and this is from this brand Kintons, and the model number of this filter is IQ380HF. Now this is the smallest hang on the back filter from this brand, and this is also the cheapest hang on the back filter that you can buy in the market with this design. For this filter I paid about 520 rupees, that is about $7 US. So this is the retail packaging. The packaging was nice, and as you can see the model number is written here. The brand is Kintons. Clearly mentions the power rating of this filter, which is 3 watt. The pump is rated at 3 watt with a maximum pumping capacity of about 350 liters per hour. So without any further delay, let's just take the filter out and see what you get in the box. Then I will show you how to assemble this, and we will see how it looks on our tank. So let me just open this. So the first thing that you get in the box is the pump itself. So as you can see, here is the pump. On the pump it says again 3 watt and filtering or pumping capacity is 350 liters per hour. Let's keep the pump aside for now. We get the filter itself. Let me get the filter out. We get a small pre-filter attachment. We get this small plastic part, and we get this small attachment for our pump. That's pretty much it. So let's keep all the things aside and take a look at what you get in the box. So in the box you pretty much get all these things. You get a pump, you get a small pre-filter attachment. Unfortunately there was no sponge inside the box, so I'm thinking that this filter doesn't come with any sponge. However, they give you this attachment. You can buy a pre-filter from the local market and attach it yourself. There is another attachment for the pump. If you don't want to use this, you can put this instead. And there is this black thing which helps us put our filter on our tank straight by using this hole. So as you can see, this hole on this plastic part will go here on the filter, and it will help us put our filter close to our glass of our tank. So that's pretty much what you get in the box: a pump, 2 attachments for the pump, a plastic part, the filter itself. On the filter you can see the model number is written here, Kintons, and it says slim hanging filter. Now, although slim filters are really good to look at, but because they are very thin, there is not a lot of scope for putting your own media. So if it was a little wider, you could add your own filter media to increase the biological filtration of this filter. So let me open this. So in this filter you get 2 filter pads, 1 filter pad, and as you can see the filter pad is lined with some kind of polyester filling. And if I shine a light through the filter pads, you will be able to see that there is a little bit of activated carbon inside. Not a lot, but still there is some activated carbon. As you can see, those black dots are activated carbon. So there is that. So we get 2 such filter pads, and because these are very small, they will not hold a large colony of beneficial bacteria. So that's why I prefer a little wider than slim type of filter. Anyways, I will try to add some of my own filter media in this, and I'll see whether if we can improve the filtering capacity of this filter. So now here is the main pipe of your filter. As you can see, this is the main pipe. You can extend this to increase the length of the pipe. This nozzle that you can see, you can rotate this to increase and decrease the flow. If I show you from the bottom, you can see that at the moment the water enters here, passes through here, and then it enters into the filter. You can see at the moment the opening is very big. If I rotate this, I can close the opening, thereby reducing the flow of my filter. So you can use this round thing to control the flow of your filter. So let me show you how to assemble this filter together. So all you have to do is you've got these filter pads. As you can see, these are 2 slits. The filter pads goes inside in between the slits like that. Then you take your main pipe. You will see that on the filter there is these 2 grooves. One is here and one is here, and they will line up with this tube through these 2 extrusions. So all you have to do is align them up, push them down, and our filter main pipe is now attached. Now let us attach our pump. So let me just open the wire on the pump. So the pump is now out. Let me attach it here. So as you can see, there is two openings on the pump. One is here and the other one is here. Make sure you are attaching this part where the wire is connected to the pipe, because the wire will go up, and that's why this part needs to go here. So let me just attach it here. So our pump is now connected. Now we have two options here. If you want to attach a pre-filter, like on this one, you can attach this part. If you attach like so, you can put this inside your tank, and this will stop any debris, any plant leaf or anything from entering your filter pump. This will also do the same thing. This is a little smaller. This is mainly for attaching a small piece of sponge around this. So if you want to attach a sponge, you will use this. If you don't want to use a sponge, you will use this directly. So let me show you what is the minimum height of the filter once it's put together. So filter is now assembled. Here is my tape measure. So let me measure the length so that you'll have an idea what is the maximum length you need for this filter to be on your tank. So you can see that the filter needs to be, your tank needs to be at least 8 inches high for this filter to work on your tank. So the minimum height that your tank needs to be is about 8 inches or 20 centimeters. And let me measure the maximum height of the pump by completely extending the pipe and putting the biggest pipe here. So I've added the biggest pipe, and now let's measure the length again. Now you can see now the maximum length becomes about 10 inches or about 26 centimeters. So that is the length of the filter when it is completely assembled. So there is that. Also, let us measure the length of the cable that comes with the filter. So starting from here, you can see the length of the cable that comes with the filter is about 140 centimeters or about 55 inches. So that's good. That should be good enough, and you wouldn't have any problem reaching your electrical socket. Now measuring the length of the filter itself, let me just put this cover on. So starting from top, you can see the filter width is about 5.5 inches or about 14 centimeters. The height of just the filter, it's not much relevant because this part goes outside your tank anyways, but some people would be interested in this. So you can see it is about 12 centimeters or a little less than 5 inches long. And let's talk about the thickness of the filter. The thickness of the filter is about 1 inch at the bottom and a little wider, a little more than 1 inch at the top. So there is that. Now as I mentioned that the filtering capacity of this filter wouldn't be much because of a very less surface area. So you can increase the surface area in your filter by adding your own filter media. Now to increase the filtering capacity of this filter, you can add your own filter media in this compartment. You can add some bio balls at the bottom of this compartment, or you can add some ceramic rings in this compartment. You could also add a piece of sponge that you got from an old aquarium filter, or you can also add another type of filter media, which is the MBBR or fluidized media, which is what I like to do. So here I've got some K1 Caldness media. You can add K1 media in this compartment, and over time it will get fluidized. So after some time the K1 media will be full of beneficial bacteria and it will treat your water biologically. So let's just put the pipe again. So what happens when the pump is running? So you can see the pump will pump water through this pipe, and through this pipe the water will reach in this compartment. This compartment starts filling with water. The water has to go somewhere. Water can't come in here because there is a small wall. So the water will start collecting at the back of these filter pads, and so the water is filling, and when the water is all the way up to the top, water has to go somewhere. So the only way the water can go somewhere is by passing through these filter pads, and when the water passes through these filter pads, it gets filtered, and the filtered water starts collecting here, and as this part starts filling, and when it overflows back into the tank. So that's how these types of filters works. Let me just quickly assemble this together, and then we will put this on our tank. So our filter is now assembled. So let us put this on a tank and see how it looks. Alright guys, so as you can see, this is my 1.5 feet cube. Basically all the sides are 1.5 feet long. So in this tank I've got a lot of danios and about 3-4 albino corridoras. So let us put our filter in, and the glass that I have used in this tank is about 8 millimeters. So let me bring in our filter. So our filter here is here. So all you have to do is make sure that this part goes in, and your filter should rest on there like that. But at the moment you can see that the filter is not sitting straight, it is a little crooked, and that is because we haven't added the black thing at the base of the filter. So let me add that black plastic part that I've shown you in the beginning. Alright, so as you can see, this is the plastic part, and at the bottom of our filter there is a small hole that I've shown you in the beginning, and this will go in that hole. So let me put this there. So it is there, and now if I use that black part, so let me retort the black part. You should be able to see the black part. Can you see that black part here, where is my thumb is? And I can use that black part to straighten up my filter, and now you can see the filter is now pretty much straight. And before using the black plastic part, it was a little crooked in this direction or in this direction. So let me just plug the filter in. So our filter is now plugged in. So as soon as I will turn the button on, what will happen is the pump will start pumping water from the tank through this tube, and from this tube it will enter in this compartment, as you can see at the back. So the water will enter through this pipe in this compartment. In this compartment I have added some K1 media. You can also add your own another filter media in this compartment as well. After passing it through the K1 media, it will enter in this part. After filling this part, the water has to pass through these filter pads. After passing through these filter pads, you can see those black filter pads, the water will enter in front of the filter, and as the front of the filter starts filling up, the water will again come out of this part as a waterfall back in our tank. So let me turn the filter on and see what happens. So as you can see, our filter is now working, and this is how it looks. Now at the moment all the K1 media is sitting at the top because most of the media is not cycled. Once the media gets cycled, it will start moving a lot. Now let me show you how to control the speed of the filter. So to control the speed of the filter, remove the top part of your filter part. So if you rotate this in the left side, you will see that the filter speed will decrease. So this is the lowest filter speed, almost none. And if you rotate this in the other direction, you will see that the filter speed will increase. And this is the maximum filter speed. Mind you, this is a 3-watt pump, and as you can see, the pumping capacity is decent in my opinion. Now talking about the sound of the filter, you can see the pump isn't making much noise. The only noise you will be able to hear is from the waterfall itself. Otherwise the pump isn't making a noise at all. So there we go. This was my video on this Kintons IQ380HF hang on the back filter. As you can see, the filter looks really nice. It's working really well at the moment. I hope you found this video helpful. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye bye.